Tereré, or cold brewed yerba mate, is hands down the best cold drink in the world. Refillable, all natural, hydrating, refreshing, caffeinated, and it even comes with great health benefits. Now we'll cover the best ways to drink it and all the common mistakes that make it boring or flavorless. In the end, it will taste and feel absolutely amazing. Many people make an overnight cold brew yerba mate in a fridge, as that's the simplest way to make it in bulk. I always drink tereré the traditional refillable way though, with a thermos and a bombilla for a fresher taste and no healthy chemicals degrading, so this video will be focused on that. What gear do you need? A fridge, ideally a freezer, a good thermos of at least 1 liter capacity, or a Paraguayan 2.5 liter giant thermos if you wanna do it the hardcore way. And literally any glass or cup with one outstanding option. A vessel made of a porous wood called Palo Santo. It takes some maintenance and it gives a strong resin flavor to your tereré in the beginning, but after a few weeks it absorbs the taste of your tererés and sort of deepens the flavor when you drink from it again, which I really like. You also need a yerba and optionally herbs or other things you will drop into your cup with it. This is the part where it gets very personal, and my advice is to really just experiment with anything that comes to your mind. Try your favorite yerba with cold water, add herbs or even spices that you think could potentially work. I will tell you though the tereré routines of the big four mate countries and how to make them even better. First, Paraguay, the country that's the most heavily into tereré, where its average daily consumption per person is between 1.5 and 4 liters, as they drink that instead of water. Most Paraguayan yerbas are built to work amazingly as tereré, and they really do. What feels smoky and bitter as hot mate will feel creamy and perfectly intense with the temperature dropped. I just go to Don Sorbero or Pampa Direct, filter for yerbas coming from Paraguay, and just pick one that looks good or has a combination of added herbs that sounds interesting. The best brand is arguably Curupi. Their Menta y Boldo blend is just phenomenal. You could also try Pajarito Menta Limon and Pajarito Tradicional if you wanna add herbs yourself. For additives, you have two options. Placing herbs into a cup together with the yerba, or doing it the hardcore Paraguayan way, that is placing mortar crushed fresh herbs into your 2.5 liter insulated barrel, adding some ice and filling with water, which will guarantee an even distribution of their flavor and compounds. Paraguayans usually add medicinal herbs, so-called yuyos, like mint, boldo, horsetail, burrito, and stevia, which are mostly native to their region and hard to get in their fresh form in Europe, for example, so I mostly see their dried form that's found in ready-made compuesta yerbas anyway, so I often just choose a blend that has good herbs in the first place and don't add anything later. At the same time, having fresh, crushed mint or lemon balm in your thermos will take you many steps closer to the Paraguayan quality. A problem I frequently had with pre-made compuesta yerbas is that the added herbs felt way too overwhelming, and the drink I got in the end was far from anything tasting like yerba mate. Now that's kind of the whole point here and part of the design, so just know that the Paraguayan compuesta is its own kind of entity, not to be compared with plain yerba mate, for example. The thing that made me really enjoy them is getting the water cold enough. I 100% of times use clean, near freezing water to refill my Paraguayan tereré, with adding yuyos being the top choice, and adding lemon or orange zest directly to the water can also work for a more tropical feel. In Brazil, every yerba that's green, has stems and not chimarrão is called tereré. So for them, it means unsmoked, unaged Argentinian cut yerba. I used to be not so impressed with them as they tasted nothing but grassy until I tried this yerba. The tereré of the brand Brewing with no added herbs, which tastes salty and strong. Brewing also has these modern version tererés like black mint or even their own Menta Boldo mix. I tried their mint lemon mix, which is another favorite, tasting exactly like your stereotypical lemon iced tea, and I also tried their pineapple tereré, which was super strong on pineapple flavor, which I didn't like, but worth to try if you're a beginner. The only thing that's a little off-putting to me here is that contrary to Paraguayan brands, these blended Brazilian tererés often have just aromas, not real herbs. So that's why I mostly stick with my plain yerba and add herbs myself. I go the wildest on additives with Brazilian tereré. Medicinal herbs still pair well, but there's much more. Guarana powder, which adds a lot of caffeine and an earthy flavor. Cacao powder, which is really interesting when cold brewed, and chili flakes. The heat gets extracted pretty gradually with refills, and it's a nice way to play with heat perception in the summer heat. I also drink it with only water, but I prefer a slightly warmer, simple refrigerated temperature when I want to focus on the taste of the yerba itself. I recently experimented with a 3-to-1 blend of water and coconut water, which is quite promising with these unsmoked yerbas, and also fresh citrus and pineapple juices work very well, and those ones should be as cold as possible. Now, Let's talk about Argentinian tereré. The one brand I absolutely recommend here is Cachamate, especially their pink menta boldo and blue mint, pennyroyal, chamomile, eucalyptus, coriander blends. Many famous Argentinian brands also have compuestas that could work, and there are also a lot of fruit blends like lemon, orange or grapefruit from brands like Tarahui or CBSA that are also great for tereré, but most of them only have aromas instead of real dried fruit. Honestly, I drank them as hot mate maybe once or twice, but quickly concluded that the whole brand CBSA is just better cold brewed. Using plain Argentinian yerbas for tereré can be not so flavorful, but you should try if it works for you, and also Argentinian brands do make yerbas deliberately for tereré that are cut more powdery, so it's better to choose those ones. Adding medicinal herbs also works well here, and the common idea is placing fresh fruits, mostly orange or lemon, into your cup. Now these will alter the flavor little unless they are squeezed, so it's better to squeeze these into your thermos. A much more promising option is using a dried orange or lemon peel, or really the dried dehydrated version of any fruit, even chopping it up to increase surface area. Argentinian tereré is the one that involves using alternative liquids the most frequently, especially different fruit juices. They can be very good, it's just that you might want to steep your tereré a little longer for the taste to be felt through the juice. And finally, Uruguayan tereré. I've seen few people ever drinking Uruguayan yerbas with cold water, but there's absolutely no reason to skip them. I see them working even better with alternative juices than Argentinian yerbas due to their more intense flavor, and the 20-gram portion of Uruguayan yerba will provide 2.5 liters of tereré instead of the maybe 1.5 liters of Paraguayan yerbas. For brands, Canarias Serena is great here as well, and El Moncayo Compuesta is an interesting one as it contains 10 different added herbs. If you're interested in getting the best tererés of each of the 4 mate countries, or any of the mentioned gear for yourself, you will find a link and the discount code for the best EU and US based mate shops in the description. Now, you probably assembled one of the million combinations of base juice, yerba and additives for yourself. So now, let's see how to prepare tereré. Step 1 is to set your water to cool. I usually put water in the freezer for 2 hours, and the big life hack here is to put your empty thermos in there as well, as the thermos wall will act like a huge ice cube. An interesting option here is using carbonated water, which is by no means traditional, but by all means a viable choice. Step 2 is mixing the herbs. I usually use small cups and I fill them halfway with my yerba. In case I add herbs, I obviously put a little less yerba. For dosages, I mostly just go for what feels right to the eye, usually about a total of 2 teaspoons of medicinal herbs or cacao, maximum half a teaspoon of guarana and chili, and sometimes I put fresh lemon or orange as well, and in that case it's better to have them chopped into smaller pieces. When I have added herbs, I usually cover the cup's mouth with my hand and shake it a few times to mix them. If you do it the Paraguayan way, you should add a total of 2 teaspoons of yuyos per liter of water to the bottom of your thermos, then ice on top, then fill with your cool water. And for a bit more organization and cleanliness, you can put your yuyos in a tea steeper and drop the whole thing into your thermos. Step 3 is making the tereré, which is really easy. Just place the bombilla sort of under the leaves and fill in water next to it. You will notice the leaves will float on top of the water, that's exactly what we want. If they get stuck on the bottom, dig under with the bombilla to make way for the water. Now as you drink this first water, you will probably feel it tastes like nothing. And that's completely normal. As you see, the color is also fully transparent yet. It always takes 3 to 4 refills for it to start producing flavor, and now you see how dark it became. You can think like you need to drink 2 glasses of water from it before the tereré. If you still feel the taste being too weak, you can try steeping for a minute or 2. That can also start the taste extraction. You should first refill in the spot next to your bombilla, and then as you feel the taste weakening, you can wet the leaves that float on top. If you use a very little portion of yerba though, you can just wet the whole thing from the first refill. All in all, you can expect about 1 to 1.5 liters of water being tasty through 20 grams of yerba. You can expect all kinds of taste, each one with very little bitterness, as the molecules called tannins don't get extracted with cold water. An effect of refreshed focus will be very noticeable, as the amount of caffeine extracted with cold water is very similar to that with hot water. Your water metabolism will slightly accelerate and you will be incredibly well hydrated, as tereré contains potassium and magnesium in good amounts. Chlorogenic acid will produce a strong prebiotic effect, selectively supporting beneficial gut microbes and killing harmful ones, which leads to stabilizing mood and diet on the long run, and the secretion of GLP-1, a satiety-inducing hormone, instantly upon drinking. This is my full guide to tereré. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and see you in a different metaverse.